Hi guys. So today for math, we're going to be going over lesson 7.4, which is expanded form. So let me pull up the page. So we're going to be going over expanded form with hundreds, tens, and ones. So let me try to make my page a little bigger. There we go. So our math word is expanded form. So expanded form is when we take our number and we stretch it out and we separate all the values in each place. So like if we have the number 385 right here, we stretch it out. So we have to say how many hundreds are there, how many tens are there, and how many ones are there. So it says Bailey has 3 boxes of 100 craft sticks, 8 boxes of 10 craft sticks, and 5 single craft sticks. How many boxes or how many craft stick does Bailey have? So she has 3 boxes of 100, 8 boxes of 10, and then 5 singles. So it says use the expanded form to find the number. So, and we've done this many, many times. So this 3 is worth 300, this 8 is worth 80, and this 5 is worth 5. So we would write 300 plus 80 plus 5 equals 385. So Bailey has 385 craft sticks. So let's go ahead and on to the practice. So make sure you have out your book and have out your pencil so that you can follow along. So it says practice, write how many hundreds, tens, and ones, then write the number in expanded form. So let me get my marker and I will go ahead and write along with you guys. So it says how many hundreds, how many tens, and how many ones? Well, we know there's 2 hundreds blocks right here. Now, make sure you don't write 200 hundreds because there's only 2 hundreds blocks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. So don't write 60 because there's only 6 tens. And how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 ones. Now this is where you would write the 2. So 2 hundreds is the same thing as 200. Now zeros are really hard for me to write. So 200, 6 tens would be equal to 60. So 60. And then 5 ones is the same thing as just 5. So you would say that this in expanded form is 200 plus 60 plus 5. So hopefully that helps you. I'm going to go on to the next page now. Give me a second. It takes a little bit for me to pop up the next page. Okay, so here is the back side of that page. And I will go into edit it. Okay. So go ahead so I can mark it up. Write each number, let me move my picture. Write each number in expanded form and then write the number. So 7 hundreds, 3 tens, and 6 ones. So I would write, get out my marker. 7 hundreds would be the same thing as 700. 3 tens would be the same thing as 30. And 6 ones is the same thing as 6. So if I were to write that whole number out, I would write 736. Now let's try the next one. 400, 0 tens, and 9 ones. They're trying to be a little bit tricky here, but 4 hundreds would be the same thing as 400. Ooh, my 0 got a little big there. Plus 0 tens. So now the 0 tens is just 0. And 9 ones would be 9. So now there's 0 in the tens place, so you make sure you write that 0 in the tens place. So it's 400. There's 0 in the tens place, and then a 9 in the ones place. So the answer is 409. So 400 plus 0 plus 9 equals 409. Write the number. So 600 plus 50 plus 1 would be the same thing as 651. Number 5, 300 plus 8. Now there's no tens, so we have to make sure that we put this 8 in the ones place and not in the tens place. So that is 300. There's no tens, so I'm just going to put a 0. I have to put a 0 because if I didn't put a 0 and I just skipped it and I said 3 hundreds and 8 ones, 38 is not the same thing as 308. So make sure if there's no tens, you put 0. Okay, so 300 plus 0, or 308. Okay, so this 38 would be incorrect. So that would be wrong. So now this, they're trying to trick you and they're putting this all on the right side of the equal sign. So it's the same thing though. So 200 plus 10 plus 4 would be 200. So 2 in the hundreds place, 1 in the tens place, and a 4 in the ones place. 870 plus 7. So it would be 8. Oh, delete that. 877. 400 plus 30. There's nothing in the ones place, so you need to put a 0, because if I put 400, 4 in the hundreds place, and a 3 in the tens place, and I didn't put a 0, that would say 43, and it needs to say 430. So make sure you put a 4 in the hundreds place, a 3 in the tens place, and a 0 in the ones place since there's no ones. 100 plus 60 plus 7 would be 1 in the hundreds place, a 6 in the tens place, and a 7 in the ones place, just like that. Now on to the problem solving. Kona models a number with 500 flats, 8 10 rods, and 2 ones units. Then he takes away 2 hundreds flats and adds 5 ones unit. What is Kona's number now? So it says that Kona models a number with 5 hundreds flats. So I'm going to just draw 5 squares because that is those are hundreds flats. So 5 of those, and it says 8 10 rods. So now I'm going to draw 8 rods. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 ones. 1, 2. Now he takes away 2 hundreds flats. So I'm going to cross out 2 of these. So they're gone. Or I could just move them out of the way like this. I could just move them out and say, get rid of them. Either one works, whatever you want to do. You probably have to just cross it out. So now I'm left with 3 hundreds flats. But then it says he adds 5 ones units. So now I have to add 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now what number do I have? Well, I have 1, 2, 3 hundreds. I have still 8 tens, and I now instead of 2 ones, I have 2 plus 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now my new number is 387. So I encourage you to draw a picture like I drew, because it really should help you out and be helpful. Okay, Sadie wrote 50 plus 3 to show the expanded form of 503. Is Sadie correct? So let's think about it, guys. 50 plus 3, is that the same thing as 503? Well, 50, that would be a 5 in the tens place, not a 5 in the hundreds place. So is Sadie correct? What do we think? I should be hearing answers coming from you guys. Obviously, I can't because this is a YouTube video. So, is Sadie correct? No. Because 50 plus, let me expand my box. There we go. Because 50 plus 3 is equal to 53, not 503. She put the 5 in the hundreds place when it belongs in the tens place. So hopefully, boys and girls, that helps you guys understand how to finish out your next page. So, and then tomorrow you have a check your progress page. So hopefully that you guys are feeling pretty comfortable with place value up to 999. So I hope you have a good afternoon or morning, whatever time of day it is.